Hello, blessed good morning. Welcome back for another episode, guys, of the 500 to 10K series. Today was uh today was I don't want to say interesting. Today was very peaceful, I would say. It wasn't too complicated. We had this push down, a very smooth push down. I wanted an entry off of here. But this was, as you know, if it's over 50 points, if the stop loss is over 50 points and it's not at least covering the candle low, I want to take the 50%. So as you can see, less than it's more than 50. It's like I think it was like 66. Oh, so it was more 83. So you don't know I had to take the 50% of that. So I drew that out here. And I wanted to take a long off of here, but for me to get the entry here, I needed to break up this candle first. And unfortunately, it did not work out like that. Um, it literally played around in here and then just went. It just went. Wasted no time. I was looking for a reaction. I was looking for a sweep of this high to then take a trade to the downside. We didn't really get anything. We didn't get any bearish engulfings for me to take that trade to the downside. We got a bearish engulfing here, but you can see this broke right above. So if once a bearish or a bullish engulfing is entered, if it doesn't break the low, I'm not taking it. If it takes out the height of the candle in question first, I cancel the trade and wait for another one. And the other one would have been here. So this was a bearish engulfing. But as you can see, the stop loss would have been more than 50 points. So you know what that means. I have to take the 50%. Now, unfortunately, it never came back. Well, it came back, but we'll get into that. It dropped to TP and then ranged for a long time. And I didn't want to take anything here because I consider this the swing area. So for context is like I consider this like I'm looking for the swing areas of price. Like where is the price leg? So for me, let's use this for example. Price pulled back here and then dropped. So this would be the price leg, which means that I am looking to take any sort of trade back to the upside. You understand what I'm saying? So like this dropped down and this started pulling back. So I was looking for the pullback up to here, and which is why I wanted this entry, but it didn't give me the entry. So obviously I'm not gonna sell in here. I'm waiting for the high of that swing leg to be taken out. And it applied here. So price eventually started pushing up and it started pulling back there. So then this is the swing low for me, which means I'm not taking anything until this gets filled or until this low gets taken, and then I can try and look for a buy below here. Now, what happened is that I left this order on, left it, and eventually price did come up, trigger me in, and instantly took me out for a loss. Unfortunate. I probably should have waited for another sweep or something along that nature. Um, but it is what it is. There's nothing. I should have probably waited for price to come back over here and then take the trade down. But there's nothing I can do about that. I'll just something I would have to study for next time. And it may be one of those things where I don't even care about because I've had trades sometimes come back, trigger me in, and then go to take profit. So I try not to change something about my strategy every time something that is not optimal happens. Because what happens is that occurs, I try to make changes, and then eventually I spiral and nearly blow up the account, quite frankly. So, no. But anyways, we got this high taken out, and this is where we actually got our first win of the day and the last trade of the day. And it was very simple. It took out the high, it printed the bearish engulfing. Luckily, this one was actually like 50 points or so. So I was able to just take that like instantly. Once it took the low, I put the limit order. Price came up on this wick here, triggered me in, and it literally went to take profit. This is 5 minutes. So it's like crazy to think about this move, risking $100. That was 300 and something USD within the span of 5 minutes and 19 seconds. I have it. I checked it there on C Trader. It's crazy. And then as you can see, I normally take 3 trades a day, but I only got 2, The day, no, the day is over. My session is over. It is now 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Astral Standard Time, which is the Barbados time zone. And that was my trading day in a nutshell. As per usual, I am going to pull up C Trader. Just give me a second. Oh, there we go. Now you can see C Trader. These are the executions. I got slipped on both of them. Very appreciative of that. They slipped me for an extra $22 and it slipped me for a positive 24. This is the entry. This is the sell. This is our ending balance on the day. Today's Friday. I will probably trade on Saturdays and Sundays because why not? It's literally only like 3 hours of my day. So if I can make an extra 2, 3, 9, 6, why not? And this is pretty good. I'm happy with how this is going so far. I nearly spiraled out of control earlier in the week when the account was fresher. At one point in time, as I'm pretty sure I told you guys, the account went down to literally $79, which is like really crazy to think about. I can actually show you one moment. All right. Sorry about the weird cut. I just had to pull up the statement. As you can see here, we started, with 500. I lost 3 trades off the bat. Got a win, pulled myself back out, lost some more. Eventually, the account, at a point in time, the account was like $972 in equity. And unfortunately, it literally reversed on me and I freaked out. I crashed out. And as you can see, the end result of that was basically the account going down to $79 in balance. So it's crazy to think about if you really look at what's happened. So once I won the next trade and regained my composure, I literally brought this account back up from $79 all the way up to $1,743.45 as of today, June 12th. And this just goes to show how important it is to actually compose yourself, follow your plan, and not try to change your plan while you're in the middle of trading. You feel me? Um, there's a time for research and there's a time for trading. And you don't want to mix the two. When you mix the two, that is when things like this happens. A lot of these losses could have been avoided. You feel me? Um, a lot of this balance could have been at 2,000 today if I follow my plan perfectly Monday to today. But small mercies. Praise Jah. Recovered. The account is up, doing pretty good. I think that's about it. I don't think there's nothing else I really need to speak on at this time. So until next time, guys.